I think people had known for years, yeah, breast cancer was in families. I remember as a young doctor seeing a young woman, in her 30s whose sister had breast cancer. And I remember thinking, well, that's kind of strange, both very young, but we didn't really have the tools. And a lot of science, you're waiting around for tools to arrive. I'm Will Foulkes. I'm a medical geneticist at McGill University, focusing on inherited susceptibility to cancer. And I'm a James McGill Professor in the Faculty of Medicine at McGill. What we've tried to work with is to try to identify the inherited basis of cancer susceptibility. Whether it's in somebody who comes to the clinic or whether it's in a research setting, we're looking to understand why that person is at risk or has developed cancer, and is there a genetic cause for it? We focused particularly more recently on the notion that if something is very, very rare and it happens twice in a family, then that is a bit of a strong clue. Breast cancer is tricky because it's quite common. So if you see two cases of breast cancer in the family, it could be factors that you're not going to find through the kind of techniques we use. Whereas if you see two cases of something like small cell cancer of the ovary, hypercalcemic type, which is something that we did work on, that is so rare that if you see two cases, it has to be caused by a gene. There's no way it's caused by exposure, environment, polygenic factors. No, that's a single variant. And the question is, can you find it? Once you had exome sequencing, then identifying genes becomes much easier. The first thing when this one looks at the list of people who've won the award in the past, and Tak Mak, Mark O'Mara, my colleague Nadia Bado, people like that who you really sort of admire and respect. You think, wow, that's quite a group to join. So I think that's the first thing I felt, was to be considered in the same light as people who I think have made really significant contributions to cancer research. You can't really be driven by the notion that you're going to win a prize for the work you do. I think it's more just the idea of the next thing, the next thing you're going to find. Going back to the 1990s when we were looking for BRCA1, it was this sense that we might find something. When you see something, you think, I'm the only person who knows this. Our group are the only people who know this. You may not be true, but that's the feeling you have. And that's quite a sort of an exciting sense that, gosh, maybe this is going to be important, But then, of course, there's the implications for other people. So if you find something in a family that is going to mean something for them, then that obviously gives extra meaning to the work. You can see things in three phases. There's discovery, there's characterization, and there's implementation. And the implementation is really where things are moving to. It is, how can we get this knowledge out into the population such that people can benefit from it? Trying to, for example, should we be offering universal testing for cancer genes to the entire population? Should we be doing that? If so, through what kind of mechanisms?